Okay, DVD review time once again, and this time it's for this box set released by WWE, Best of Saturday Night Main Event, a 3-discer. I brought this about not long after it came out, probably a few weeks after it came out, so what's that, like, back in March or April now? Yeah, I ordered it off of Silver Vision actually, and it's weird. In the batch I brought, there was a fault on disc 2 with some of the special features. They go a bit glitchy, so they sent me another disc of that free of charge, which is cool. And it's not really like there was anything wrong with that disc anyway, but I wonder if that makes it a kind of collector's item or something. It's pretty cool. But yeah, basic premise of this DVD box set was collecting all the best clips and memories of Saturday night's main event. You know, the show, one of the shows that brought WWF to the limelight, to the mainstream in the 80s, and kept going to the early 90s, and it stopped, then got resurrected a few years ago. And yeah, there's some good stuff on this DVD. It's quite good for me, you know, because I didn't really have a lot of access to this stuff back when it was on, and it's like a lot of the stuff I only like read about in magazines. But you get some good pictures on the box set here. Very cool. Nice one of Bret Hart. Lots of Macho Man Randy Savage on this DVD. But yeah. You get a hosted by Mean Gene Okerlund. Always good. Always good to see Mean Gene, I think, personally. I enjoy it. And it has a collection of like matches and skits, and also like WWE superstars of today talking about how they remembered certain things. Like, for instance, there's a bit of Ted DiBiase Jr. talking about his dad, the $1 Million Man, and the way he won the title for a short amount of time due to the Hebner's evil double cross. And that's even on this DVD. And yeah, I enjoyed that angle a lot, seeing it like this for the first time on DVD. And it has a lot of like how Hogan and Savage's feud just started, like a lot of the build-ups to a lot of the great WrestleMania main events, and it's good to be able to see them. And some of the matches are pretty cool, you know. A lot of the Hogan matches on here make me think, God, perhaps Hogan wasn't so bad after all. Like the first match on here, Hogan against Cowboy Bob Orton, is real good. It's real nice and fast-paced, and I like that. And Piper and Orndorff is like a real good brawl as well. And even has Hogan and Terry Funk, and has bits of skits and that. And Jake the Snake against Ricky Dragon Steamboat, that's a very good match. I like that one. And it also has stuff like Natalia Neidhart reflecting on her dad, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, about the Hart Foundation. It has a best of out 2 or 3 Falls match between the Hart Foundation and the Bulldogs, which is also good stuff. And yeah, it also has little things like the Pile Driver music video, which brings out a chuckle from me. And of course the Hulkamania music video is an extra on one of these discs, the Real American. Yeah, well, that's kind of, I've just gone through the highlights of disc 1. Oh, I had Macho Man against Bret the Hitman Hart. I can't really remember that match. I'll have to go back and watch that. But, yeah. Basically, I watched the first 2 discs about a few months ago when I got it. And I only just got round to watching the 3rd disc quite recently. So my memory's a bit patchy with some of this. Yeah. Disc 2 had a good match with Ted DiBiase and Randy Savage. All good. And disc 2 has a lot of the stuff with the build-up, with the breakup of the Mega Powers, and it is great stuff back then. The crowd is just so emotional for it. It's brilliant. And I remember when I was young watching the Royal Rumble '89 and some of the build-up for WrestleMania 5, and I always thought like Hogan was in the wrong, leaving Macho Man and with his woman, and Macho Man did have every right to be angry. And storyline-wise, it's weird how Hogan was this goody two-shoes babyface, but yet some of the stuff he did was like really questionable. It's like, why would you cheer him? Oh, another great match. Yeah, that match where the split happens, the Twin Towers and Mega Powers. Good stuff. Hogan versus Bossman in a steel cage. That's a real good match, I think. Really cool. And the best 2 out of 3 falls between the Rockers and the Brainbusters. I like that one a lot. Some highlights on disc 2 there. And on the last disc has some of the mini feud between Hogan and Perfect, a match between them, which is cool, kind of what you expect really, Hogan being all strong and Perfect selling and bouncing about the place like only he could. Also has a Rick the Model Martel Arrogance commercial, you know, that spray he had, that's a pretty entertaining bit. Mr. Perfect versus Tito Santana is a very good match. I like that. As is Bret Hart vs. $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Yeah, has a lot of build up for Hogan and Warrior, WrestleMania 6. And yeah, Bulldog vs. Shawn Michaels Intercontinental Championship, that's good. And then that's when the high points kind of stop, and then it's like the return of Saturday night's main event. And this is all for this. Then it just at the ends of the disc on a bit of a low note, in my opinion, with all the stuff that happened in 2006. Like, it has DX versus the Spirit Squad, which I have no interest in whatsoever. And it ends on a kind of subpar Edge and John Cena match. Has a nice extra of Matt Hardy talking about his thing with Evander Holyfield. And old Alfred Hayes and Gene Okerlund go on safari. Bit of a wrestle crappy skit. But yeah, overall, if you like the nostalgic element of wrestling, then this is a DVD for you. If you remember these angles fondly, or maybe didn't get to see them when they were originally on, this is for you. I mean, the matches itself, there is a lot of DQ and screwjob finish matches, you know, that are there just to set up storylines or big pay-per-view blow-offs back in the day. But overall, this is a very entertaining box set, I think, and it's definitely one I'll be watching again and again. Is, you know, it's just one you can just have on and like not have to think too much or pay too much attention. It's just like a nice, good, entertaining box set, a bit like the Best of Raw DVD, really. But I definitely rate this one a lot. But it's not highly recommended, but it's mildly recommended. Shall I say that one? Okay, and that's my thoughts on this. The Best of Saturday Night's Main Event. I shall see you soon.